In war, not everyone is a soldier. Some are simply trying to survive. Welcome to This War of Mine, the board game. A hunting and immersive journey into the lives of civilians trapped in a city under siege. Today we are diving deep into one of the most emotionally impactful and unique board games ever made. This War of Mine is a cooperative board game for 1 to 6 players, based on the critically acclaimed 2014 video game made by 11-bit studios. Unlike traditional war games, this isn't about commanding armies or winning battles. It's about scrapping by with whatever you can find, keeping your people alive one day at a time. Set in the fictional war-torn city of Pogrun, the game places you in control of a group of civilians taking shelter in a ruined house. There is no power, no running water, and danger lurks around every corner. Every decision you make, who eats, who sleeps, who ventures out into the ruins, can mean the difference between life and death. At its core, this War of Mine is a narrative survival game. The gameplay is divided into days and nights. During the day, you will manage your shelter, crafting tools, preparing food, tending to your wounds or depression. But when the night falls, the true danger begins. At night, you send scavengers into the city ruins. It is a risk and reward system. The further you go, the better the loot. But the more likely you will run into threats. And the threats in this War of Mine aren't just raiders or snipers. Sometimes they are just, well, people like you. One of the defining features of this game is the Book of Scripts. Its massive tomb contains over 2,000 unique passages and scenarios. Every card drawn or location visited might prompt a story. Some brutal, some tender, all deeply human. One moment you might stumble upon a starving child begging for food. Do you share your last can of beans or simply walk away? There are no right answers, only consequences. This War of Mine isn't an easy game, not mechanically and also not emotionally. It forces you to confront mortal ambiguity, scarcity and despair. Characters can fall into depression. Suicide is possible. The toll of war isn't abstract. It's deeply personal. This isn't escapism, it's a mirror held up to the darkest side of human experience. And in that reflection, you'll see not just suffering, but resilience, and sometimes a glimmer of hope. While this War of Mine supports up to 6 players, it is uniquely well suited for solo play. In fact, many consider it one of the best solo board games ever made. Why? Because of its immersive narrative and journal style mechanics. The game uses a clever journal system, a sort of rulebook and turn tracker rolled into one, that lets you focus on decisions rather than rule lawyering. When playing with a group, everyone makes decisions collectively, enhancing the moral weight of every choice. The production value of this War of Mine is superb. The artwork is gritty and evocative. The components from the scavenge board to the character boards are high quality, designed to immerse rather than distract. There's a physicality to the game that reinforces it themselves. Broken furniture tokens, wound markers, even the die feels heavy in your hand, like fate itself. And although this War of Mine is pretty dark, there is also some exciting news. Awakened Realms is doing a relaunch of this War of Mine, breathing new life into an already powerful experience. This upgraded version brings several significant improvements over the original board game. Now you'll find upgraded components, including dual-layered character boards that make it much easier to track your status effects, redesigned plastic markers, and a brand new inlay in the box to keep everything organized. It's a physical overhaul that respects the game's tone while improving usability. They've also added a short mode, perfect for those who want to experience the emotional weight of the game in a more condensed session with faster setup and reduced playtime. On top of that, there's an advanced rulebook, clearer, more structured, with plenty of examples and a built-in FAQ to make the game smoother and more accessible. No game is perfect, and this War of Mine is no exception. Some players criticize this War of Mine for its heavy reliance on luck. A single bad roll can ruin an entire run. Others find the constant moral pressure emotionally draining, which, in a kind of way, is the point. And the rulebook can be quite clunky. Thankfully, the developers released an FAQ and revised journal to streamline playing. This War of Mine isn't a game for everyone, but for those willing to embrace its grim beauty, it's unforgettable. It challenges you not with complex strategy, but with human choices. It asks not can you win, but can you live with yourself? In an industry filled with dungeon crawlers and more plastic, this War of Mine stands apart. It's a game about people, and in a strange way that makes it more powerful than fantasy. If you've played this War of Mine, we'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. And if this is your first time hearing about it, maybe, just maybe, it is time to experience what survival really means. That's it for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.